Hey, it's going to be a great day, and now let's take a look at some tools you probably don't normally use in Adobe Illustrator. And those tools are the Width tool, the Scatter brush, the Art brush, the Pattern brush, and the Bristle brush. Now let me turn on my hidden layer here, and I have some strokes I made with the line segment tool, and we're going to be concentrating on those. Let me zoom in. Okay, now I'm going to select the Width tool and place my pointer over the middle of the line, and I want you to notice that the pointer has a plus symbol next to it, and when you see that symbol you can drag up and away from the line, and as I drag I'm stretching the stroke to the top and the bottom, and then I release. Now the new point on the line is called the width point, and the line on both sides of the width point are the handles. Now up here is called the variable width profile. Now you can see the width I've just made is selected, but I haven't saved it. So now I'm going to save it by adding it to the width profile. Otherwise it'll disappear. I won't have access to it later. So let's call this the arrowhead. Click OK. And now I'm going to undo what I've done. And I don't have to do this from the middle. I can do this from either end of the line. Now you can also drag on only one side of the stroke rather than both sides. Place a pointer on the one side and I look for a curve next to it instead of a plus sign, and then press down the Alt or Option key and drag until you have it at the height that you want. I can do this in the middle and bring that down and create an arc. Now let's play around with the width profile. So I've selected my curvy line and I've selected a thin, thick, thin width profile, and you can see how that affects the line. I'm going to keep the width of my line consistent for now, but obviously as you change the width of the line, it'll change the look. So I'm going to undo that and choose another. Not much difference, but you can kind of see where it matches the width profile. And again, this is thick and thin more, not as much as the other one. Here's my arrowhead that I created earlier. And you can see, not quite looking like an arrowhead. But let me show you something else, because the width tool can be used on these curvy strokes. It doesn't have to be a straight line. It doesn't have to be horizontal. It could be vertical also. So whatever kind of line you create. Now I'm going to make that smaller there and this larger. So yes, you can use the width tool to make something larger and smaller. So let me just play with this a little bit and just get something interesting that I like. And that looks pretty good. So I think I'm going to stay with that. Now let me go up to the width profile. You can see it's there, but when I go to the pull down menu, we can see that it's not there. So that means I have to add it to the profile, which I will do, and give it a name. And now it is there. So select a different profile and go back to Wonky Wave. There it is. And I'm going to apply it to the straight line. Wonky Wave. And that's what it looks like. Okay, so the width tool is done. Now let's move on. Okay, we definitely covered a lot today. So let's continue the rest of the brushes in part 2. So be here to learn more about the scatter brush, the art brush, the pattern brush, and the Bristle brush. So remember to like, share, and subscribe, and comment. And also remember, more importantly, just create.